Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to another watch-along. That is not a Liverpool watch-along, to be fair. It is Everton. It is versus Man City in the competition that Liverpool don't like in the slippery slighters. This is Liverpool's competition of hate, as well as the League Cup. These are the competitions that we despise. These are the competitions where we just look at them face on and just say, no, and we turn the other way. We just look at Premier League, we look at Champions League, and we leave these to everyone else. And let's be honest, it's usually Man City's season in, season out, but let's hope this season can be a little bit different. But I hope you like the little start and soon. Sam, what did you reckon? I'm looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost again, man. I need to go on holiday. Seriously. But shout out to Ethan. He's here. I'm here. I'm finally here. I know, yeah, I took the piss. I took 7 minutes. We're going to try and beat a world record tomorrow. Wait there, let me inform my Instagram that I'm live. And then also, is it right? 50 likes, 45 likes already. Nearly 50 likes. Is it right, people? Smashing it. Right. Do we do a boomerang? I think I do a boomerang. Nah, I don't want to do a boomerang. Right, let me sort out my fucking Barney. Even though you can't see me, Barney. Right. Who would you rather have, Dan James or Shaqiri? Obviously Shaqiri. What type of a question is that, Louis? Right, yeah. Let me just do this. And we are live! Was that cringy? I don't know. I thought that was sound. I think that was sound. I think we absolutely smashed it there. Right. Copied. Link, paste, swipe up on the S. You know what I'm saying. Yes, right, people. So should we take a look at the lineups for Everton versus Manchester City? Because I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a saucy game. Let me read the comments though before I do anything. We've still got 5 minutes till kick-off, so I can read a few of the comments. Ali A says, Hammers, are you going to be bringing someone to watch with you? I haven't got no plans, but if one of the boys message me, then by all means, I'll happily welcome them into the stream. No doubt about it. Solomon, I'm absolutely amazing, my mate, and I hope you're well too. Same goes for everyone who's in the stream, man. Shout out to everyone who's here. Oliver says, big shout out, my bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to you, Oliver. Thank you for joining us on the stream. It's going to be a good game, this. Very intrigued, because when you actually look at this game from two sides, you've got to think of it like Everton and Carlo Ancelotti. I don't know if you watched me Redmond roundup yesterday, but like I was talking about it, like obviously Pep Guardiola, he can't be a living legend in the Premier League. He can't be put in the same conversation as like a Sir Alex until, I feel anyway, he at least gets the Champions League. But one thing that will certify him in that conversation, and people won't be able to doubt him, is if he gets that quadruple. And if he gets that quadruple with Manchester City, he can't do no more than that. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, there's many seasons where he's underachieved. He should have got the Champions League. In many other, what teams did he even get knocked out by? Was it Lyon or something last year? And then the year before, it was a team that they just shouldn't have got beat by. I think a few years ago, it was Monaco. Mate, I'm not being funny, they have underachieved, but if they were to win the quadruple this year, that's massive. And then on the other hand, and I'm not even trying to take the piss, shout out to all the Everton fans that are here, if there is any. Mate, Carlo Ancelotti, as much as I hate to say it, Everton haven't won a trophy since 1995. That's not the part that I hate to say. The part that I hate to say is that the one who's most likely going to end that streak of a trophyless club since 1995 is most likely Carlo Ancelotti. So when you put it into that perspective, this is a massive game, and I like to look at the managers first before I break down the teams, because we know who the better team is. We know City are a better team than Everton by miles, because City are a better team than most teams. It's not a surprise. But when you look at the stories of both clubs, about what they've lacked in recent years, Everton in more than just recent years, but City have lacked in terms of not getting that Champions League, not getting that European success. That's why I think this is interesting, because obviously this FA Cup, even though City win the FA Cup every year, it contributes to that quadruple. So, again, very interested. We're going to go through the lineups and whatnot. But shout out to the Supreme Supplante. The Supreme Supplante says, you're looking like Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe. Oh my God. As if As if you've actually just compared me to Dean Ambrose. You're sick, mate. Lad, you know that lad. He's got that crazy energy. Like you. Thank you for your streaming, Hammers. Lad, shout out to yourself, Supreme Supplanter. Yeah, Dean Ambrose is a crazy man. Crazy man. I remember he used to run in that ring. And he used to like shake his head all mad like this. Mate, Dean Ambrose they shouldn't have let him go, to be fair. The WWE shouldn't have let him go. Because they let him go, didn't he? I believe. I might be wrong there. But he was a part of the Shield, and that was one of the best things WWE ever did. I think it was in the middle of a John Cena CM Punk match when they first arrived. Dean Ambrose was always a crazy motherfucker. But the players are walking out now. I am a little bit behind because I'm watching on the BT app on the Xbox. So when you're watching on the BT app on the Xbox, mate, it's the worst. Because it delays you behind by like a minute, and it's just a big shame. I am I'm quite behind on the chat. Let me just have a look. Ali says, Hammers, are you going to bring some... Oh, yeah, I've answered that, actually. My ears have started bleeding. Thanks so much, James. Is the mic a bit fucked? Is the mic fucked, or is it because like I leaned into it before? Let me know if the mic's okay, people. Because if it's loud, then you just let me know. You come on, G. Hey, people. Someone's just said get Saint on. I'll get Saint on if he wants to. Nick, if you're getting if you're watching the game, then and you're not ahead of me, of course, then I don't mind getting you on. No doubt about it. 100%. Oliver says big shout out, bro. Also Saka or Forensic, bro. Or Forensic. What are you saying? Yeah, let me have a look at these lineups. Here. So here's the Everton team. So obviously Pickford's injured, so they've gone with... It's not even Olsen, it's like a backup goalkeeper. Now it's showing Man City's lineup. Yeah, let me get it up on my phone, because I can just get it up this way. It's well easier. Yeah, they haven't started Jordan Pickford. Obviously, that's why Jordan Pickford isn't a part of the England squad either, with the fact that he's injured, which is fine. Is the mic alright, yeah? Is the mic okay? Yeah, the mic's fine. It's right use. I want to make sure that I don't read any of the comments, people, so shout out to everyone who's here. Lineup, there we go. So the Everton lineup reads Virginia in goal. Is it Virginia? Is it Virginia or Virginia? Is it what like Virginia? I'm going to go with Virginia. Back three consists of Ben Godfrey, Mina and Holgate. By the way, what's your thoughts on Michael Keane or Ben Godfrey actually not going to the England squad this for the World Cup qualifiers? Because I'm not going to lie, I think that's a bit because they've gone with Eric Dyer instead of both of them, and I think both of them have had much better seasons, played regularly in a better defence, to be fair. So Everton go with that back three, but I want to make sure that I don't miss kick-off. The midfield, as well as the full-backs, consist of Digne, Coleman, and then Allen and Andre Gomez. Sigurdsson sits behind two strikers, and the strikers are Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. So that's the way it reads on my phone here. Man City's lineup, 4-3-3 formation. Stefan in goal. He's the young goalkeeper who's at City, isn't he? Zinchenko. Left back, right back Kyle Walker. Centre backs Ruben Diaz and Laporte. Midfield consists of Gundogan, Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Gabriel Jesus, who actually usually does really well against Everton, and Raheem Sterling, who, even though hasn't been in great form, can always get a goal in these type of games. He seems to do well on Merseyside, Raheem Sterling. I don't know why, but I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's a packed Anfield Stadium, then it's not the same, but he doesn't mind going to Goodison, mate. Everton fans don't even like Raheem Sterling, or they never used to when he first left, or at least all the Everton fans I knew. I'm waiting for this kick-off, though. So the players take the knee, and the quarterfinals of the cup that no one cares about. I'm messing that we don't care about, at least Everton massively cared about this. And it's off. There we go. We are ready. So now I can just look at the chat, which is belter. Going to be an interesting game, people. Someone said, Louis says, unpopular opinion, Pogba is United's best player. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I feel like people now are starting to know that Paul Pogba, at least technically, is their best player, and Bruno Fernandes just gives the more numbers side of things. And also, you've got to take into consideration, would have United got top four last season if Paul Pogba weren't in the United side? They probably wouldn't have. Just to be dead honest with you. But I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But I think it's clear that Paul Pogba's their best player, at least on the ball. I think that's fair to say. The Monk says, James, what happened to the hot dogs, lads? Hammers, Redmonds. What do you mean, the hot dogs? Mate, I'll have a hot dog, though. I'm starving. Absolutely starving. Oh, there's a pass on there. Oh, poor pass. Who was that by? Was that by Gundogan? Come on, mate. Sterling was actually... He was making a good run there. Getting in behind. City are better than Liverpool as well this season, Sean. There's no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Yeah, I think Everton would have a winning chance with Richarlison, Rodriguez and others. I'm not going to lie to you. Everton can win this game. Obviously, if you go off the likelihood, then they're not going to. But one thing that you can say, likelihood doesn't always win football matches. Everton have got quality. If you've got James Rodriguez, he can split any defence open. But it's just going to be harder when you're playing City's defence with how good they've been, how well they're set out. How confident the individual... Confidence can't be overlooked. The confidence that'll be oozing through that whole City team will be massive. They can get goals all over the pitch. When you're facing a team that can get goals all over the pitch, that's when a game's very interesting. Already causing Everton quite a few problems. But Everton, they're very compact defensively this season. Again, I don't know why Keane isn't playing. I don't know if it's because it's the FA Cup or whatnot. People could maybe let me know in the chat. Maybe he's injured. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oliver says, if you could pick 3 players from any Prem team to put in Liverpool's team, who would you pick? Oliver, good question. I'd probably go with... I'm not going to lie. 3 players from the Premier League that I put into Liverpool's team. Well, I want a centre-back. So maybe Ruben Diaz or something. Oh, Phil Foden with a free kick. He goes for the shot, but a deflection out for a corner. I'll probably go with Ruben Diaz, because I do think he's not far off a Van Dijk level. I don't think he's as good on the ball, but I feel like he loves defending, and he's actually very good ability-wise as well. So I'll go with him. I'd love a striker. I'm not going to lie to you if there was a striker. And you've said in the Premier League as well. So I don't want to cheat and say Erling Haaland or something like that. City have got a chance here though. Oh, do you know what? Already I know my second player though, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne will most certainly is another player that I'd sign if I could choose anyone, and I could be unrealistic. And then my last player I'll go with, who's a proper goal scorer in the Prem. Who's the top goal scorer? Do you know what? I wouldn't mind Danny Ings back. I really would. Obviously injury problems and all that, but if I was going to be completely unrealistic, then maybe Jack Grealish is another shout. Kane, De Bruyne, and Ruben Diaz. They'll be me 3 players. They'll be me 3 players. City on the edge of the box. Is that Bernardo Silva cutting in Phil Foden? I reckon Phil Foden's going to get a goal this game, no doubt about it. Phil Foden will get a goal this game. I just feel like this is his moment to try and... This is his competition to really step up. And even though he's already a main player in that team, and he's stepped up plenty of times this season, this is a big game. And let's see how good he is in these big games. He's proven so far. In fact, I think he's actually proven already that he's brilliant in big games. If you actually look at Phil Foden's stats against the big 6 sides, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'd love it if someone in the chat could maybe let me know about... the stats and whatnot about them, but I saw something the other week and it was crazy. Shout out to Richie who says, hi Hammers, greetings from Real Madrid fan here. Hey, it's right. Hopefully we beat yous. Carlo Ancelotti with absolutely zero excitement in his body whatsoever. Oh yeah, Everton have got a throw in here. Probably going to go for the long one. You can probably already see it. Holgate, what have you got, my son? Long throw. Actually, a smart move there from Everton. Get the ball into the box and try and get a scrappy goal. You're not going to break City down so easily when you're just trying to pass it round them. It's not going to happen. Yeah, Isaac touched on the Paul Pogba thing before. For sure. Yeah, people just say, if you want to ask me anything in the chat about topics and whatnot, that's what these watch-alongs are for. Obviously, I'm watching the game, but because I'm not, emotionally invested into it, I don't need to be, my eyes glued on the game. Oh, great pass there from Phil Foden. Out wide to, I believe, Zinchenko. 1-2 there between Gundogan and Zinchenko. Shout out to DJC. By the way, did you hear FSG said they will be wanting to have a huge signing this summer? I've heard all this news about Liverpool going to be spending big money. Listen, all I'm going to say, I will believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. Because until I see it, I'm not getting my hopes up. Why would I get my hopes up? I don't need to get my hopes up. And I don't think anyone else should. Because I feel like it's very dependent as well. Do you get what I mean? They've just spent 40 million on Jota, even though it's in instalments, and it shouldn't be an excuse, but it can be. They will most likely make that an excuse. They've just bought Thiago for 25 million or whatever it is. Oh, little great ball there. Gundogan into Sterling. Sterling he doesn't move it forward. The only way Sterling can really get a goal is if he's through on goal. He's got to be making a good run in behind. Other than that, if you pass it to him and there's 3 men in front of him, he's kind of like Mane this season in an aspect. He's been better than Mane, but he's kind of like Mane in an aspect that he can't quite just change a game by himself. He can't get past 3 or 4 or 5 players. And it's not that you should expect him to always do it, but there's no chance with Sterling. He's one that needs them type of players around him to really get the game going. But not a bad start though from Everton. They've stayed tight, but we are only 7 minutes in. I'm not going to lie, I do see City winning this game. I think this is kind of City's game all day. Not going to lie to you. X needs a spliff. He needs more than a spliff. He needs a spliff. He needs a spar. He needs a massage. He needs therapy. He needs a talking to, and he also needs to support a new team because, mate, Tottenham Hotspur is just going to bring him a life of depression. Not expressions, depressions. That's what he should change his channel to if he's going to keep on making it a Tottenham channel. My brother, mate. My absolute brother. But he is going through it right now. He literally done a show with Robbie the other day in his mask. Nick sent me a voice note. Nick, I don't know if you're watching, but do you know what? I'll just mute this. And then, was there a chance? Foul there from Ruben Diaz on Richarlison. Set piece now. Set piece. Free kick for Everton. Digne can whip these in as well. With Calvert-Lewin there. I wouldn't put it past Everton here to get something maybe. Calvert-Lewin in these situations is one of the best in the league. He's one of the best finishes when it comes to a header. Good ball. Alan! He miskicks the ball. Let me unmute this just in case. In fact, you know what? Nick, if you're watching, I'll listen to them voice notes in a bit. Unless you want to just text me it, bro, because I don't want to say it out loud while I'm on stream. Literally the only bright side to expressions and these defeats for Tottenham is if it's getting his videos trending. It's getting it. Like, don't get me wrong, expressions can get a video trending anyway, but these defeats are getting them like number 2, number 3. Do you get what I mean? I think it's still trending now, and it's been 24 hours. Connor says, "Hi James, I recently subscribed from Expressions' channel. Think you are a class human being, never mind YouTuber. Very humble and respectful. Keep killing it." That energy right there is the energy that I love on these streams. Thank you very much, Connor. Really do appreciate it, my mate. Does actually mean a lot, them words. They go a long way. They really, really do. From anyone as well, man. It's one of them things where I love this YouTube community that we've built, and it's not even just a Liverpool community, football community. Like, it gets probably a bad name sometimes because obviously the things that are massive in the football community is like the drama and all that shit. Mate, but beneath all that shite, it's a lot of proper football talk, a lot of banter. It's well better. This is my scene. I like this scene. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, do you know a stream like this where there's just 150 of us around there? I love that type of stream. Just watching a game of footy, chatting shit. Literally, people comment whatever you want as well, because I do want to read your comments. Sterling, nobody ever talks hype about him like he's very good, but he doesn't have the individual part, which just makes him one of the best in the league. Yeah, very true. Very true, Zanos. Sterling he misses quite a few things that makes him one of the best in world football, but one thing that does put him there is the things he's won, the players he's playing around, and the fact he fits in that system very, very well. He's also a leader. You can't you can't ignore that. He is a leader, and that's why, like, you know, even though people would maybe suggest don't even bring him to England, Jack Grealish should play above Raheem Sterling based on performances. Jack Grealish does play on the left before people say he doesn't. Jadon Sancho should, a few other players maybe. But Raheem Sterling's still a leader, and he can still have an impact in certain games. He's someone you can look to. But I do think, in many aspects, I wouldn't say he's overrated, because I don't think people, and a wide majority of people, rate him that highly. But I'm in that same boat. I don't rate him super highly as maybe you should, because of the numbers that he gets. Kind of like Bruno. And I'm not saying they're similar players, but the way people look at Bruno and they rate Bruno, I don't rate him as much, but I know why people do rate him. It's because he's in there in the big moments, and he's getting them assists, he's getting them goals, and he's doing that week in, week out, and that can't be overlooked. But it can sometimes maybe overrate a player, in my opinion. Just in my humble opinion, I might need to get a mod. Is there any mods in the chat? Is there anyone who wants to be a mod? Nah, I'm messing. If you do want to be a mod, then send me a message on Instagram, because that's where I'll take the applications. Oh, little scuffle here between City and Everton. Hammers, you're so behind on the comments, Isaac. I know. I'm actually up to date with them now. Itstro, shout out to Itstro, my brother. Hit the like button, guys. Definitely, people. Hit the like. Shout out to my brother Stro as well. Nice one, fella. Stro, do you have a channel? Because I don't know if because I haven't saw it. If you do, then I need to subscribe, man. I need to subscribe to that, dog. Nah, you don't. If you do, then let me know if you do, Itstro, because then we'll get people to subscribe to it. Supreme Supplanter says, does Liverpool have good food? It's just like in any place, mate. Like the Chippies have good food, you know what I mean? But if you're talking about like them tropical places that actually do proper cooking, then nah, mate. Shout out to Troy, who says, give us a shell from Ireland. Wait there. Oh, I thought he put an A at the end of that. What's that at the end? Is that an IE? What's that mad little symbol that you've put at the end there, Troy? IE? Yeah, yous have some crazy, like, keyboards. I don't think we have that on our keyboard, and you're only from Ireland. So I like cars. I don't know what I said, but thoughts on City winning a quad? It could happen. It really could happen. Sterling now. Man City on the attack. Plays it to Gundogan. Plays it out wide to Zinchenko. It's been a dead game so far, this, hasn't it? I thought there was another game. Is there any other games on? Phil Foden. Yeah, they're most likely gonna do that. James, after seeing your Instagram do a cooking with James video, I'm not gonna do you know what? I might have to do that, you know. I can't cook brilliantly, but I might still do it. I only made noodles. But I was proper buzzing with myself. I made noodles. I had a little bit of seasoning to it, and I did it with like a pan and that, so that's why I was made up, because it weren't like just a microwave or just whacking something in the oven, do you know what I mean? It was like proper chef shit. I was made up with myself. I went on to my story, I was like, if you need a chef, then slide into my DMs. I was like, slide into my DMs. I was proper feeling myself. It was lovely though, mate. Listen, if anyone needs any noodles, then come to Chef Redmond's. Do you know what I mean? James, do UFC watch-alongs? That would be sick, bro. That would be a shout. I might start. There's a UFC thing tonight. The only thing is, my mum's in the same house, so obviously, if I do a UFC watch along, that's gonna be late as fuck. But we'll work our way around it, no doubt. No doubt about it. James, you're making too many people mods. Just know there's about 3 of us already. Yeah. Oh, boss. I haven't made anyone else mods. Sweet. If we've got enough here, belt it. That's all I cared about. If anyone's spamming, just keep an eye on them. But don't worry though, if you are just watching the stream and you're watching the game, and like I'm talking to the mods here, do enjoy the stream. Don't just be looking at the chat, you know what I mean? But if you do see any spamming or anything, just time them out. But there's a corner to Manchester City. Brighton versus Newcastle at 8 o'clock. Okay. Didn't they play, or am I just chatting shit? Shout out to Oliver. Oh! Go on, bro, you only live once. Keep doing what you're doing. He's like, Oliver. Love that. Love that. James, can you do a Leicester United watch-along? People, let me know if that's what you'd want to see tomorrow, a Leicester United watch-along. I'll very happily do that. I just want to give you the content you want to see. I needed a few days off, I'm not going to lie to you. Purely based on the fact that sometimes you just need to be energized, you get what I mean? But I love doing these streams, and I love doing videos. I've been doing these Redmond roundups over the past few days. I love making them, and I'm going to keep making them. That's going to be like more of a daily thing for those who don't know. If you haven't checked them out, they're out on the channel now. I think I got the Southampton-Bournemouth game predicted correctly, because I predicted all the FA Cup quarter-final games, and I was just like, yeah, Bournemouth are like 7th in the They're 7th in the Championship, Bournemouth. They only just fucking got relegated. But anyway, I looked in the Championship and I was like, if Bournemouth are doing alright, then maybe I could put them above Southampton. But mate, they're doing shite. So even though they had like fucking injuries and whatnot, Southampton being, I just went, it's a bad 3-0 to Southampton. Mate, they won 3-0. Absolutely buzzing with myself. I should start doing bets. I might start doing bets. Not that I advocate betting, by the way. That being said, I might just start doing bets for me to make these watch-alongs a little bit more fun. Not massive money, but Sterling with a shot. But Vagina saves it. Vagina Face saves it. I'm just going to call him Vagina Face because it is what it is. You need to do a James Redmond, that's football. I mean, to be fair, like, because I've saw a few people mention like Mark Goldbridge, because I think he does all like watch-alongs to other games as well as the United stands. I mean, that's what James Redmond TV is. This isn't like the thing is, this is like, obviously Liverpool fan till I die, motherfuckers, and they'll never change. That being said, I like football. In fact, I love football. I love UFC. So this channel, it will always have the possibilities of just doing whatever content I want, which is well better. That's why it's called James Redmond TV and not like, I don't know, fucking like JR Sports or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be about sports. Bit of ping pong. Richarlison with a little overhead kick that just goes over the bar. Little bit of ping pong in the box, but it was played back to Allen. Allen puts it in. Mina was offside, but he had no impact in the play. Godfrey plays it in. Stefan gets it out. And then Richarlison has an overhead kick and it goes over the bar. Good chance for Everton there, I'm not going to lie to you. Everton have done well so far. They've held off City. They've gave them a little run for the money, but I do think City have had the best... the more of the ball, not the best chances. I can't really think of a clear-cut chance that City have had. I might have missed one or two, but I know they had a corner before, but I don't think that was a proper clear-cut chance. Do you hear what I'm saying? Shout out to Nameless, who says, noodles look lush, what's the recipe? So basically, it's just these noodles from the Aldi. I think it was these noodles that me ma bought from the Aldi. I'm going to start getting them more often, though, mate, because they're absolutely fucking sexy. Oh my God. Good clearance there from Godfrey. Oh no, Holgate. Is that Godfrey? Who's number 22? Nah, Godfrey. Yeah, so I got them noodles. I also got some seasoning, some salt and pepper seasoning, some soy sauce, you know what I mean, boys? You know, a little fucking, just about 5 minutes, mate, with the pan. That's what that action was, by the way. Not like I'm not trying to stab you. That was a pan, do you know what I mean? Mate, I'm a chef, what can I say? Gordon Ramsay signed me up. And it is what it is. I mean, people, I can do multiple things. I can do YouTube. I'm a part, a very, very average boxer, but a boxer nonetheless. You know, if you give me a bag, then I'll be the best boxer in the world. If you give me a person, then it might be a different story. That being said, and then I can be a chef. So, like I said, girls, if you need a chef, slide into my DMs. Oh, and also in sixth form, I won a drama play for my school, and I was the main role. So. Just say I'm a man of multiple talents, but you can say that, I won't, because I'm humble. Do you hear what I mean? I'm humble and respectful, and yeah, arrogant as fuck. That being said, Hammers, hear me out. KDB will be better at Liverpool and Thiago will be better at United. Oh no, Van der Beek. Sorry, I was thinking, why was I saying KDB? Van der Beek will be better at Liverpool and Thiago will be better at United. Ooh, okay. Okay. That's interesting. what do you think about that, people? I don't know. I don't think that's actually true, to be honest with you. It's interesting because I do get what you mean. Maybe Van der Beek could offer more in that offensive side of things, but I do feel like a number 8 is what we needed. It just weren't a priority, like other positions, and I feel like Thiago actually adds a lot to our team, and we will see that in upcoming weeks for sure. I'm not going to lie to you, I do think we will see more of it. Oh my God, Nick, we'll have to do the UFC watch-along then. Hey, Nick, if I do a UFC watch-along, defo jump on it with me, because I know I've saw your comment, you've said you're ahead of the game. That's sweet, my bro, we'll sort it out another time or whatnot, where we can, like, sync up before the game, you know what I mean? But people, go and subscribe to Saint LFC TV as well, mate. He is smashing it with the content. My man, Nick, my absolute brother, smashing it. I want to see how many subscribers he's on. I want to see how many subscribers you're on, Nick. Because you are, my friend, what I like to call killing it. Saint LFC TV. 287 subscribers, people. There's 200 people in here. 13 people. I'm sure we can get that. This is his channel. Literally go to there if you can, people. Show a lot of love. Come back here. Makes the day for both of us. Also, smash a like if you haven't already. Nick, are you a mod? Are you a mod? I'm getting distracted left, right, and centre, but are you a mod? Let me have a look. Yeah, he is. We love that. James needs to be more active on Twitter. Do you know what it is, Louis? I just don't like Twitter. I think Twitter's for muppets. And if you use Twitter, I'm not saying you're a muppet, but if you slander people and all that, oh, mate, let me get me focus. Let me get my focus, because man's all blurry. Woo! Holla! Am I back? Oh, mate, why am I blurry? Mate, why am I blurry? Will you fix yourself? You fucking dickhead. Pardon me language, but I hate the way the camera does that. This is a perfectly good camera, and it's doing shit like, obviously not perfectly good. Do you know what I mean? Nah, Twitter. I'm just not a big fan of Twitter. Twitter's not my thing. Twitter is not my thing in the slightest, mate. But I do go on it sometimes, though. Does Mama Redmond like football? She's alright with the football. She likes it when Liverpool win. Do you know what I mean? She'll celebrate a trophy victory. She'll celebrate it. Get on this as well. Do you know the other day when we beat Leipzig 2-0, my mum came in after the game and was like, oh, what did we win? Like, as if we won a trophy, because of the way I was celebrating. And she was like, what did we win? As if we won, like, the Champions League. And I was like, oh, no, we just won a game. I was like, we just won a game. We got a clean sheet. She was like, what's a clean sheet? Oh, my God. Ball into the box for Everton. Dealt with by City. Everton are doing well, man. I don't think it's true, but I do see where he's coming from. I think Thiago will come good. I agree. Dropped a sub. Shout out to yourself, Zanos. Shout out to yourself. Went to sub. I'm already subbed. Oops, is right nameless. Love that. People are subscribed. That's what I like to see. Let me see how many of you have gone over there, because I'm going to put you to the test. Is right. Come right. Shout out to come right. Love from South Africa, brother. Keep up the goodies. Is right, fella. Hey, where he is from, people? I actually want to know where he is from. Whereabouts in the world do you live? Twitter is fun to catch on stuff, but if you stay there too long, it's miserable. Got to use it casually. That's it, Richie. Like, to look at things and look at news. I like Twitter, and I think it's funny. I like, a lot of videos on Twitter I find hilarious. A lot of, comments and whatnot I find hilarious. And I actually think the trolling side is quite funny. But when it goes a little step too far, I just think it's pathetic. And, in terms of living on Twitter and being active and writing and whatnot, mate, it's just I never think like to I'll go on my phone and write a tweet. But that's just because I've never been interactive with Twitter like that. I've always been more like of an Instagram kid. But I might start posting more on Twitter. I'm not sure. Shout out to DJC who says he's just subbed. That's what I love to see. That is what I love to see. Oh, fucking hell. We've got people all over the world here. Even Warrington and everything. Nah, the best in Warrington's not far at all, mate. Warrington is not far. Oxfordshire, that sounds posh as fuck, but shout out to yourselves, mate. USA, the US of A, The US of A. Heighton. He's right, Sarah. He's right, Sarah. From Heighton. Love that. London. Macclesfield. Where's that? Tanzania. Hey, he's right. He's right. Is it hot in Tanzania? I might go to Tanzania one day. Set piece here for Everton now. Here's a set piece. 200 people as well, so smash the likes if you are enjoying. Sigurdsson and Digne step over the free kick. Can they create a moment of brilliance? Everton are making Man City look average in these recent moments. Can they get a goal? Can they get something to show for it? Ball is put in. Sigurdsson misses. Digne put into the box. Back post. Dealt with like a motherfucker. Watching you in 4 a.m. in Australia. Leov, I have changed to Australian because I have a lot of respect for the fact that you're watching this stream at 4 a.m, mate. Shout out to Leov, who says he's from Australia. Minnesota, motherfuckers. Minnesota. Barbados. Love that. Zimbabwe! Shout out to all my brothers in Zimbabwe. Ball into the box from a corner. Hey, Man City are under the cosh here. Man City are feeling the fucking pressure. Everton doing Khabib business. Malaysia. James, test your UFC knowledge. Who is my profile pick? Oh, right, so I'm not only testing my UFC knowledge, I'm actually testing my fucking eyesight. Right, let me get my glasses on for this. Because my eyes are shit, mate. Oh, City have got a cross. Is that Fabian Delph in the midfield? Who the fuck's that? Just got a proper egghead. Oh no, it's Fernandinho. Yeah, Man City are wearing the black. And Delph plays for Everton. James, test your... Nate Diaz, but again, my eyesight is very fucking blurry. Who the fuck's that? I think it's Nate Diaz. But to be fair, his arms look a bit big to be Nate Diaz. I promise I do watch UFC. Ask anyone. I'm not gonna lie. My face is the face is too small for me, man. The face is too small. The face is too small. Oh, but a little set piece here from Everton. Nah, but shout out to everyone who's from all over the world, man. Fucking all over the world, though. James, would you take Aguero on a free at the end of the season? Do you know what? I would. I'm not going to say no because of the player that he is, because he's a very good striker. Free kick for City. Oh, Sterling's just put that well over the bar. Yeah, I'm not going to say no because of the player or the striker that Aguero is. But I'm not going to lie to you, no, because the wages will probably be mad. He is about 33, and it's just not what we need. It's not the style that we need to be fitting right now. Watching Stipe versus Ngannou. Let me know who you've got for that fight, people. That's going to be very interesting at the end of this month, isn't it? Or no, well, next week, that fight. I think Ngannou, because Ngannou can just beat any motherfucker that ever walked this earth. He just can. He's got that power. He's just got that. Like, have you watched him? And I recommend it if you haven't watched it as well, people. Francis Ngannou on Joe Rogan's podcast, talking about his life, talking about what he's gone through, mate. Oh, it was emotional, but it was beautiful. Very beautiful story. Just talks about all the things he had to overcome, even when he was travelling to France, because that's where he's from. He's from France. That's where he learned his martial arts. I believe he started learning at like 24, 25. He hasn't been doing, oh no, maybe a bit younger, but he hasn't been doing it for that long. And obviously he lost the first fight to Stipe, but even though we know Stipe is a better martial artist, how many better martial artists have fought Ngannou and not done shit? Do you get what I mean? Just done absolutely nada. Shout out to Big Six Band. Shout out to me boy Monts. Go subscribe to Big Six Band, who says, who would you prefer to go through, Everton or City? City. It's not a hard question. I'm not going to lie to you, Monts. It's not a hard question. It's just not a hard question. What is your hobby? I've got mega hobbies, mate. I've YouTube was a hobby for a while. Now it's more of like a job, but barely a job. Do you hear what I'm saying? I do boxing. I do runs. Is running a hobby? I don't know. I do running. Training, so I'll just put all that into one. Do you know what I mean? So training's a hobby. What else do I do with me fucking boring life? I take me dog for works. Oh, mate, I'm just going off quarantine life here as well. Usually, I don't mind having the odd little night out and all of that business. Other than that, though, mate, it's one of them things. But I haven't got any mad hobbies. I'm not the most exciting of people. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I have been proper deprived of people recently. I can't wait till things just even open up again for a little bit, just so I can see faces. Do you get what I mean? But positives and silver linings is I've got to do a lot more YouTube. Do you get what I'm saying? Got to do much more YouTube. Shout out to Jonesy, who says I'm from St. Helens, me bro, unfortunately. You're from St. Helens. People from Liverpool, man, if you live just outside Liverpool and you're always coming in Liverpool, I feel sorry for you, because you must get the piss taken out of you all the time. Like, if you're from, and if you don't have a purple bin, but like, even, like, thing is, Bootle and like Crosby and all that, they don't have purple bins, but like, they're still classed as Scousers. But like, if you live beyond them, like even further, mate, and like, and you start getting called a wool, it's just rough times. And people who call me a wool all you want. My purple bins will say otherwise. They will say otherwise, and they will tell you to shut up. They absolutely will. Because, mate, the amount of times I've been called a fake Scouser, because, you know, he puts it on this, that, and the other. Mate, I wouldn't be speaking for 2 hours straight with this accent. It would hurt if I was putting it on. I am alright with my accents, though. I'm not perfect with all of them, but I'm alright with them. James, England getting smashed in rugby by Ireland. I'm not going to lie, I don't watch rugby, you know. But Hardy, yeah, that's heavy. Ireland are good at rugby, Hardy. Swear they are, mate. I need to start watching other sports more. The sports I do watch is UFC. And I want to start getting into MMA. I'd love to have like and even like a professional MMA bout. I'd love to, not like be a world champion. You need a certain level of dedication and fucking commitment to be a world champion. But I would love to do MMA or something along the lines and have a professional bout and win a professional bout. Do you get what I mean? There's so many things that by the time my time is done, and I'm only 19, get on me talking like I'm 50, but by the time my time's done, I want to have it done just loads of crazy different shit. Do you get what I mean? Like, I want to have a UFC professional, like even a UFC fight. I'd love to have a UFC fight. Love to have it. But again, you need to be kind of on the road to wanting to be a champion if you're going to be in the UFC. Do you get what I mean? But even an MMA professional bout would be boss. A boxing professional fight would be amazing. I'd love to like play in charity matches and that as well. That'd be a good little thing to tick off the list. What else could I do? I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. That's like, because the thing about 100,000 subscribers, and I don't really like care about subscribers, but you get like a plaque, don't you? I'd love to have a plaque, mate. I reckon it'd be like a trophy. Do you know what I mean? I'd just love to have a trophy for YouTube, even though it is like, it's only subscribers, and I'd be just as happy with 30 as I would be with 100, and I'm on 30 like 6 now. Shout out to your damn selves. The Redmond's army's only getting stronger, but when you have something to show for it, it's just well better. It's well when you can actually see your achievement, you know what I mean? And you can be constantly reminded of that. I don't want to more. Did you see the announcement for UFC 261? Let me remind myself of that announcement. Everton have got a free kick. UFC 261. Oh yeah. That crazy card. Even the co-main event and main event's gonna be insane for that. For UFC 261, I'm 100% watching it. There's no way I am missing it. I have an obsession of watching tennis to calm me down. See, I respect that, and I don't watch tennis, but I get why that makes sense. That makes sense that you would like get more of a calming feeling from watching tennis. And the thing is, mate, listen, even if I don't watch a sport, just from watching loads of different sports, I can watch that sport, for example, tennis, and know that that's a very fucking hard thing to do. It requires a lot of skill, perfect timing, great athleticism. Like, mate, to do tennis. I've tried tennis once in my whole life, and I got absolutely smashed by this girl called Grace in high school. Like, she fucking teared me, mate. She was just sending me left and right, just sending me head west, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I'm getting teared by a girl, everyone's laughing at me, and don't get me wrong, we are in the 21st century, baby, and girls can very much beat boys at anything. That being said, it was humiliating, because Grace was about 4'1", she was, and like, obviously, I'm not going to say she was fat, because that'd be very, very disrespectful, and plus, I was much fatter. That being said, she was just chunky, lad. She shouldn't be able to, like, move that quick, and when she was just moving left to right like a fucking Mario, like in a game, you know, where they just move side to side dead fast, I was thinking to myself, well, this is just our ass, and God clearly hates me right now. And she was ginger. She was a 4'1" ginger, so, like, you know, when someone looks like that, they just look funnier, do you know what I mean? Oh, but Gundogan's played it short instead of putting it into the box, and of course Sterling fucks it, because there was 3 men around him, and he don't get past that. He don't get past there. Shane says, try martial, you would love it. I used to do it and loved it. Shane, it's the one thing that I want to do, martial arts. I want to learn jiu-jitsu. I want to learn kickboxing. I want to do all of that shit. That'd be unbelievable. I really would love to do that. When's your birthday, Hammers? The 27th of June. Man will be 20. 27th of June, by the way. And you know everywhere's open on the when is it? The 21st, isn't it? Or the 22nd. So hopefully, fingers crossed, man can be out on his birthday. Hopefully. James, which is your favourite ever Liverpool shirt, past or present? Shout out, by the way, I can't believe I haven't said this yet. Happy birthday to you. Man like El Nino, happy birthday. Fucking hell, he's still rinsing Vidic out of his pockets. And it'll be that one, by the way. 0809, that kit was unreal. But there is quite a few that will give a run for his money. I loved the kit that we made to celebrate 125 years. I thought that was absolutely fucking sexy. New Balance made some amazing kits. I'm talking about my lifetime. But 0809, they're the ones for me that I like them the most. I like them the most. Shout out to Fat Boy. Is that Fat Boy? Yeah, he's like Fat Boy. Shattenham fella. Hi, James. What one player would you have from Leicester? Oh, can I only choose one? I'd take quite a few players from Leicester. I would take, happily, do I dare say James Maddison? Probably would say. Because even though, like, indeed, it would be quality, we've got Fabinho. So I would say maybe a James Maddison. Do you get what I mean? But answer that question in the chat, people. Say what player and then the team that you support or that you would take for your team. You should do a weekly video on something that's not about sports, like a vlog or cooking video. Hannah, if that is something that you would like to see, and people, if that is something that you would like to see, then that is something that I will very much happily do. Do you get what I mean? Especially when things open up, because when things open up, I'm going to be doing shit left, right, and centre. So I'd love to get a bit of it on record and show you what I'm like outside of YouTube, mate, because people think I just put this on for YouTube, like being happy. Do you get what I mean? Mate, I'm like this all the time. I'm nuts. The amount of accusations I've had of doing cocaine is crazy, and I don't do cocaine, and I never have. And that's not a lie. That's actually not a lie, but it looks like I do, though, with the hair and the cap and all that. You know what I mean? I've lost a bit of weight recently. Even like an in real life video would be sick. It would be sick. But yeah, Leicester, I choose James Maddison. Choose James Maddison without doubt. Choose James Maddison without doubt. Shout out to Yasmin. Under or Indeedy for United? I think Indeedy for United would be amazing. It'd allow you to drop McTominay for starters, and I just feel like if you can get Indeedy in a midfield, in a 3-man midfield of Paul Pogba and Bruno, that's a brilliant combination. Very good combination. Maybe even complement that with a little Jack Grealish. You know what I mean? Get him in the midfield for the more creative side of things. Because Bruno and Pogba are very creative, but if you make that a 4-man midfield of Grealish and all that, don't even need a right winger then. Get Martial up front with maybe Greenwood. Make that'd be insane. And I don't want to be giving United these pointers, but gotta just say how it is, man. Would James Maddison fit Liverpool's style? Very good question. And the reason why it's a good question, because when you look at James Maddison, he's someone who very much needs to be feeded the ball. And you've got to kind of not play to his strengths. He can do well in a system. But he's one who thrives off moments, getting a bit of space, and therefore you need to create that space for him. I feel like we'd be able to do that for James Maddison, as a lot of people are focused on players like Mo Salah, Mane, who even though has lost a yard of pace, no doubt about it, he's still very effective in and around that final third. He's still very scary in and around that final third. So players will be focused on them. Bobby Firmino creates bags of space for players as well. And then if you've got Fabinho sitting behind, I think James Maddison would have that freedom to do whatever he wants in a Liverpool team. And, you know, no disrespect to Leicester, even though their starting 11 is class, I don't think it's the level of Liverpool's starting 11, and therefore he would benefit more off that. He would benefit more. So I don't think the style of play would be a big issue, to be dead honest with you. I think he'd get a lot of space, and I think that's what he thrives off. But this has been a boring game, man. It fucking hell, 41 minutes in, and there's barely been any chances. Barely been any chances. He'd most likely have to play on the wing like Coutinho. Very right, Dim LFC. Very right. Coutinho was more of like a wide player who'd like to cut inside. That's what James Maddison would have to do. And I feel like that's what Liverpool... Like, yeah, for example, when Liverpool are playing shit and we're in terrible form, like what we was in recent weeks and recent months since pretty much December, if you think if we had a Coutinho, and I mean a Coutinho in his prime, not a Coutinho that just went to Barcelona, a Coutinho in his motherfucking prime, mate, we're talking different levels because he is a game winner. James Maddison, I think, is a game winner. He's just not as proven, so people don't look at him that way, but he's got that ability. Much certainly got that ability, so... I think it's one of them where you play him on that left side. Yeah, Genie's going. He plays on the left side of that midfield. Get Maddison there. They're very different players, but you can change the system to where they give you the different option type of thing. And, you know, obviously midfield isn't our number one area of concern, but we're talking hypothetically, would James Maddison work? I think he would, and I feel that's the type of role that he'd play. How have we gone 40 minutes without conceding? Everton are doing very well. Listen, Army are like, this is a boring game, but Everton are smashing it. They've smashed it not to concede, but City as well have even been lucky on one or two occasions not to concede themselves. Not gonna lie. The second Man City score and turning this off. Well, yeah, Everton have got a corner here. Digne. Can he actually finally put... He's been putting a few good crosses. Oh! Zinchenko off the line. Who won that header, though? Oh, it was Yerry Mina. Fun fact, my ex-girlfriend, who I was with, like, over a year ago, used to walk Yerry Mina's dogs and Fabinho's. The lucky bitch. Don't get me wrong, Pep obviously has had a better career, but at this moment, Zidane is so clear of my idol Pep. Honest Pep Guardiola fan. Ooh, what you mean? Zidane, as a manager or as a player? Because if you're talking as a player, I agree, but you're talking right now and they're both managers right now, so I don't know exactly what you mean there. I don't think Zidane is anywhere close to Pep. I know he won 3 Champions Leagues and that can't ever be overlooked, but to say above Pep is a bit... I'd like to know what you're smoking. Give me a bit of it. Do you know what I mean? Career mode playthrough, do it! I'd love to do a career mode. I need to learn how to use my game capture, because I've got a game capture there. So if someone can send me a video on how to use it, by all means, I'm not stopping you. Proper dead game, mate. So far, Carlo Ancelotti's in his element, though. These are his type of games. These are the games that he thrives under. But hopefully it can open up in the second half. It's got the ability to. Both teams have got the players. Big game for both teams. Both teams need to win. Will it go to extra time? If it's level, people. So if it's 0-0 at 90 minutes, will it go to extra time or straight to pens? Because I believe it's extra time. But I'm not too sure, bro. I am not too sure. Watch the League of Ireland. I think you'll find it funny, but the standards are very bad. To be fair, I do watch actually a fair share of, like, not necessarily Irish football, but I do watch, like, lower league or just mad leagues, highlights and stuff like that, just to see what's going on, mate. I like to see, like, wonder goals and all that, and biggest mistakes. think it's hilarious. I might have to start doing like reaction videos to like biggest mistakes and funniest moments in football. I think that'd be hilarious. I want to start doing like reaction videos and all that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what we should do in a minute? We should do a quiz together. Should do a quiz. If you go on Sporkle, like this quiz website, it gives you like a bunch of options for loads of different quizzes. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I go on that in a minute, we can try and do that together. Cause we're best friends. Oh my god, you got Nick to 300 subscribers. He's right, people. He's just sent me that. I don't know if it's going to zoom in properly, but shout out to yourselves, man. Thank you very much for that. It means a lot to me, and it's going to mean a lot to him. So, absolutely love it. Absolutely love that, people. Because that actually genuinely means the world to him, and it means the world to me. But that's the first half concluded. Very boring first half, I'm not going to lie to you, but yous have made it very, very worth it. You've made this watch-along much more bearable than what it has been. I am going to take a little break in a minute. That being said, only for like 2 minutes and then I'll be back on. That's a clear troll, my man. I love Zidane, but as a manager and a tactics, he falls extremely short compared to Pep. Yeah, I was thinking he must have been a troll. I need to get used... See, that's the thing. I'm going to need to learn me ropes on these live streams with trolls and names. You're right, Richie. You're right, he must be. Zidane already had a stacked team for Real in 2015. Rafa just didn't suit team full of superstars. Zidane's management is unrivaled, though, Cristiano said in an interview. I'm sure Zidane, even like kind of similarity in terms of Steven Gerrard and what he's like at Rangers, obviously very different spectrums, but just looking at that player alone, looking at Steven Gerrard, looking at Zidane, makes them a presence in itself, no doubt about it. I don't know why Liverpool fans are upset by their midfield. Klopp requires a workhorse-type midfield who cover the flanks when Robbo and Trent bomb forward. I think Henderson is brilliant too. Omar, I agree. We are a very energetic-driven team. There's no doubt about it. Very energetic-driven team. I hate when BT show they're using the green screen. It just spoils the fun. BT, mate, do you know what I hate about BT? The way you've got the fucking app, even though it's on the Xbox, and they make it about 10 minutes behind. Are you taking the piss? Like, do you know what I mean, though, people? That's fucking cheeky. I mean, you're trying to watch the game live in HD with all yous and in sync. And every time I'm watching on BT, all I see is the chat. You're way behind. Are you watching on a live stream? No, I'm watching on the service that I'm paying for. And it just fucks me over. Absolutely fuming. Let me just do this. Right. Oh. There we go. Smashed it. Hammers get on FPL next season. Says Louis, I will need to get on that. I will definitely need to get on that because so many people have asked me. I don't even do FPL, but next season I'll have to get into it and we'll have to have like a little Redmond's army sort of like head to head. But some people will need to tell me how to do it because I don't know how to do it. What do you think of Chelsea's up and coming youngster, Urinator? Yeah, Urinator's brilliant. He's absolutely fantastic. One of the best young prospects there is. Yeah. Loves coming out of Willies as well, do you know what I mean? The Urinator. Absolute legends. Do you know what I mean? You think I'm that stupid, man? The Urinator. Fuck the Urinator. I hate Stephen McManaman as a presenter as well. The team who scores the most goals wins the game. Michael Owen. Damn right. They talk shit. And they get paid the big bucks. Man. BT is actually such a rip-off. Talk about the game, people. Mate, BT's one of them. It's one of them with BT, innit? They're just doing them. They're just chilling. James, how is Rhubarb? Rhubarb is so cute. Oh, mate, Rhubarb's chilling. If you don't know who Rhubarb is, Rhubarb's me dog. Absolutely smashing it. Just smashing life. She's just chilling. Dogs must love this lockdown as well. Who do you think will win the Euros? I think France are the favourites. I'm not going to lie to you. I think France are most certainly the favourites. But the favourites don't always win. And obviously you can't look past teams like Germany, who've got a few more better youngsters now. You know what, mate? There's a few teams that there could probably be a few underdogs. Even look at England as a possible candidate to win the Euros. We've got a very good team. I just don't think we've got the manager to do it. That's my only issue. Even Portugal with João Felix, Ronaldo, be desperate to get another Euros under his belt at least. Won the last one. Get it defended this time. Who do you think will win the Euros though, chat? Let me know what you think. In the chat. Very interested on that one. Portugal definitely in with a shout though. We're going to do watch-alongs to the Euros throughout the summer. I think that's a must. Got to. We've got to. Absolutely got to. Balu says, who's winning the Champions League or the Europa League? I think the Champions League winners is going to be most likely Bayern Munich. Obviously, I'd love Liverpool to win. And my Liverpool fan inside me is saying there is belief and it is bringing me back to 2005. That being said, I most likely think it's going to be Bayern Munich in terms of chances. But then Europa League, probably United or Arsenal. I think they're probably the favourites. But you can't overlook like Ajax or Roma, who've also done very well. Right. I don't know. Wait, there's something gonna come up on this. Fuck, man. Why is it? Why? Oh shit. There we go. It's so basically the reason why you would have heard my voice twice there is just because I'm trying to add something on my phone on this StreamYard, and I'm doing it through my phone. Right. Smashed it. Yes, love that. Love that. Make sure like smashing the likes, people. Shout out to everyone who's here as well. Really enjoyed this stream. You's a fucking belter, you know. I love every single one of yous. Even like, and I know there's gonna be people who don't like me, but to the people who love watching me, even if you do get annoyed by me and whatnot, but if you like watching me or love watching me, then I love you, because like it's kind of one of them things, mate, where if you love what I do, then I love you. And I think it's mad the way that you can sort of, this is that type of community, and it does get you through the tough times. All the content and all the chats does get you through the tough times. This chat today alone has made my day better, and I was having an alright day as it was, but it's made it well better. Happy about Real in the UCL, Hammers. I'm not going to lie to you, Josh. It could have been worse, but, it could have been better, but it could have been much worse. Much worse. I feel like maybe beside Dortmund and Porto, you're not really getting much better than Real Madrid. It's not the same game as it would have been last year, where both teams were well better. Do you know what I mean? It's just not that same one. Do you think Dortmund could beat City because City always bottle it to smaller teams? Do you know what it is, Hannah? I don't think we should look at the fact City always bottle it, which they do. I don't know why I'm doing that. They always fucking bottle it, in the Champions League especially. But I don't think we should look at that as a piece of substance to why they're going to lose or possibly lose to Dortmund. I feel like Dortmund can win this game. And the reason why Dortmund can win this game by itself is the fact Haaland turns up in the Champions League. And when I say turns up, I mean turns up like that's his competition. It's his competition. He lives and breathes for the Champions League, no doubt about it. So I feel like Dortmund can win, but I feel like City are still more likely to win. Bayern Munich and Man City are probably the two favourites for that competition, in my opinion. Khaled says, James, wagwan, mate, G, still keeping us entertained. Come on, Khaled, man. Shout out to Khaled. Absolutely appreciate it. James, you need some mods, bro. I've got some mods, Tony. I've got some mods, but if I do need some, then I'll give you the shout. I'll give you the shout. People, I will be back in about 2 or 3 minutes, maximum 5. So if you do want to go and get a drink or anything like that, go do that. Come back in 5 minutes for the second half. It's hopefully going to be a better second half, at least, you know what I mean, mate? We need it. But yeah, just going for a quick toilet break and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in a second show. Yeah. Boom! Guess who's back? Back again. James is back. Tell a friend. Nah. Going on there, people. I just went for a piss and had a split. So Tony says, I love that picture frame already, mate. I had to. On Torres' birthday, it had to be that picture. There's no doubt about it. Torres terrorised Vidic on that day. I know he did. Man terrorised Vidic to end up winning any. I mean, to be fair, he won a Champions League. I believe he won a Premier League. So to say he never ended up winning anything, I mean, it went with Liverpool, don't get me wrong, but still. Smash the legs, people. Smash the legs. Torres or Suarez? For me, it was always Torres, because in terms of like a personal favourite and a hero, it was Torres. But as a footballer, I'm sorry, mate, you can't look past Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez was a fucking alien. It's the only word that describes him, and it's the only adjective that describes him perfectly. And I don't even think, well, it's not an adjective, is it? Alien isn't an adjective, but it's the best way to describe fucking Luis Suarez, because that 13-14 season, mate, Ruddy, who was playing in goal for Norwich, like in them seasons, just had a nightmare, and Suarez had a field day. But the players are back out for the second half, getting ready to kick off. Welcome back there, everyone. Let's hope for the best. I want City to go through. I think City will go through, but I'm not too sure. And because the game was like proper boring, I thought we'd do a quiz. So I mentioned this like sort of website before, and it's not sponsoring the stream. I'm genuinely doing it because I'm bored. And in sixth form and all that, when I was in sixth form, I used to always go on this when I just couldn't be asked doing certain work. Do you know what I mean? And again, do your work in school, kids, but it was coursework, and you can do coursework at any time. So it was one of them things. But let me just kick off for this, and then we can get started on it. I'll tell you what quiz it is as well. It's a Premier League quiz, not a Liverpool quiz. So you can all get involved and help me in the chat. We've got a certain amount of time to finish the quiz. So we're limited on time. We've got 5 minutes. But I'm just waiting for this to kick off so I can press start. Make sure that you smash the likes if you're enjoying the stream, people. Thank you to everyone who's here as well. We do appreciate, I appreciate it. Boom, we are off. Second half is underway. Let's hope for a better, more exciting second half. Who remembers that Torres goal against Blackburn, where it was like over the player's head? Don't start with me. Don't fucking start with me on Torres' goal versus Blackburn. Just sitting there, as I think I was like 9 or 10 when Torres was in his fucking prime. Or I might have been a bit younger, actually. I was about 9 or 10. So when he was like balling and scoring them type of goals, mate, he was just, like I said, he was just he was my hero, mate. He was my hero. My absolute hero. So, here's the quiz. Basically, we need to name the Premier League players who have scored 100 goals. So, I don't know if this quiz is that updated, but it seems to be. The 29 players have scored at least 100 goals in the Premier League in the history of it being called the Premier League. We need to name them 29 players who have done that. So I'm not going to look at the chat yet. I'm going to try and answer as many as I can by myself, but then I'm going to start looking for help. We've got 5 minutes to complete this. But you know what, though? I feel like that's generous. So I think we make it 3 minutes. Nah, do you know what? We'll use the full 29 people. How many minutes do you think we should use, people? I'll let you decide. Without trying to look at any answers in the chat. It says we've got a limit of 5 minutes, but do you reckon we make that smaller? Do you think we make that a smaller time limit? Right, I'm trying to sort of blur out the chat until I see someone. Should we just use the full 5? Use the full 5. Isaac says 3. Yeah, and I think we'll do 3 minutes. Okay, I'll stop it when it's on 3 minutes, okay? But time starts now. So play quiz, right? Alan Shearer, he's the top goal scorer, surely. Right, that was correct. Thierry Henry, yeah, man, he's number 6. Wayne Rooney, Yep, that was right. Steven Gerrard, come on, my G. Yep. Where was Steven Gerrard? He's number 18th. Fucking Les Ferdinand. He's in there. I need to spell the name right, though, and that's what I'm having a problem with. There we go, I got Les Ferdinand in. Shit, I don't want to look at the chat, but I'm like under pressure, man. Right, how long have we got left? Where's the timer? Oh, right, we're only 30 seconds in. We're doing okay. Oh, fuck my brain. No, Van Nistelrooy. Oh, does he have 100 goals, though? Oh, Nistel. No, why can't I spell Nistelrooy? No! I can't spell Nistelrooy. Doesn't Nistelrooy have any? Fuck. I've got like 4 players. Fowler. Yes, he's actually 7th. Rush weren't even in the Premier League either. Fuck! Wait, Owen? Yes, Owen's there, number 9. I'm just taking off all the Liverpool players first. Fuck, man. Fuck. Do you know what? I'm going to do it by myself and give myself the full 5 minutes. Because I've got a bowling. Nah, I'm going to give myself 3. Shit, we've got 40 seconds left, right? I'm going to just use all of yours. Start spamming in the chat. We've got like 4. Salah hasn't got 100 Premier League goals, man. Harry Kane. There we go. Right, I'm cheating. Right, we've got 30 seconds. I've got Michael Owen. I've got Van Persie. Is he in the 100 goals club? No, not Van Pedophile. Why is it just auto-corrected to Van Pedophile? Why am I typing in Pedophile? Why is that an auto-correct? Lukaku, has he got 100 goals? Yeah, he should. Yeah. Lukaku's a shout. Mane hasn't got 100 goals. Oh, no, we've got 15 seconds left. 15 seconds, man. Jermaine Defoe. Right, we're going to give ourselves the full 5 minutes. We've done absolutely atrociously. We've got 11 out of 29. So there's 29 players who have scored 100 goals in the Premier League. We've got 11 of 29, and we've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. We're past the 3-minute mark, so we fucked that up. But we've still got enough time to get the full 29, so let's do it, people. Right, Sheringham. I see a few Sheringhams in the chat. I can't spell Sheringham, though. Maybe my spelling's going to be an issue. Frank Lampard, but we did say Sheringham, so if that's there, then we got that right. Dwight York, Frank Lampard, Adebayor. Adebayor's not there, mate. Fucking Adebayor. Why did I fall for that? Aguero's defo. As if I haven't put Aguero yet. Yep, Aguero is number 4. I'm trying to type in... Oh, is it 2 R's for Sheringham? Or is it 1 R? Nah, yeah, Teddy Sheringham is there. Heskey. Yeah, Heskey's there. I've put Robin Van Persie, I think. Yeah, I have put Robin Van Persie. Shit. I want to think of one more by myself, though, because I've done a dreadful job today. Bergkamp. Did Bergkamp get 100? Ah, fuck, unless I've spelled the name wrong. Origi hasn't scored 100 goals in the Prem, man. Do you know what I mean? Christian Benteke. He actually might have. Oh my god. Oh no! But you know, because Darren Bent is like, you've got to spell Benteke like to get Darren Bent. Darren Bent was one of them. But I didn't even mean to type in Darren Bent. Nah, Benteke has not scored 100 goals. Hasselbank. Oh, Hasselbank hasn't. Paul Scholes weren't a goal scorer. There was no way he would have got 100. Oh my god, nah, he did. Sorry. Ronaldo. Cristiano. Oh, that was Cristiano. Not fucking scored 100 goals. We've got 19 of 29. We've got 1 minute left. Zola. Gianfranco Zola. He's not there either. Jamie Vardy's got to be there. Jamie Vardy was there. Ian Wright. Oh, City have got a chance. Oh, but that was a shit pass from Fernandinho. What are you doing, lad? Do you know what I mean? Too better. Is Ian Wright not there? What the fuck, man? Drogba. People, we've got 30 seconds. Why is it auto-corrected to Frog? There we go. Didier Drogba, belter. Oh, the City just had a chance. Sterling. Oh, that was shit. Anelka. Man like Nicholas, he's there. Peter Odemwingie. Nah, fucking Odemwingie was shit. I swear. Dublin. Dion Dublin. Yep, Dion Dublin's there. Crouch. Fuck! Quiz is over. Right, the quiz is over. Where's our final score? I want to show you our final score. Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 players we were off. So 23 out of 29. I'll tell you the list from 29 to top. So Matt Letizia, Jamie Vardy, Didier Drogba, Darren Bent. And by the way, for people who've just tuned in, this is the players who have scored at least 100 goals in the Premier League. So Didier Drogba, Darren Bent, Paul Scholes, Peter Crouch, Ryan Giggs, Heskey, Dion Dublin, Romelu Lukaku, Ian Wright, Steven Gerrard, Dwight York, Nicholas Anelka, Robbie Keane. Oh, yeah, Robbie Keane, man. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Harry Kane, Robin Van Persie, Teddy Sheringham, Les Ferdinand, Michael Owen, Jermaine Defoe, Robbie Fowler, Thierry Henry, Frank Lampard, Sergio Aguero, Andrew Cole, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer. Bam, bam, motherfuckers. Bam, bam. Shout out to Calla for the super chat. I will read that now. The players that we didn't get was Andrew Cole, Hasselbank, even though we did type him in, I just would have spelt it wrong. Ian Wright, even though we did get him as well. We never said Ryan Giggs, at least I never, or I never saw it. Peter Crouch, someone said him, but for some reason, apparently we never got that. And then Letizia, I never saw that one as well. We done well there, people. We done sound. Might do another one in a bit if this game remains boring. But Khaled says, off topic, but you should do a watch along with Robbie. I will. If Robbie asked me to do a watch along, I would. I absolutely would. Do you know what the thing is? Like, because obviously Robbie would want to get me on for a Liverpool game if he was to get me on for anything. So I absolutely would do a Liverpool watch along, but of course I do them on here. So it would have to be like the right game, and it'd have to be with the right opposite. So like, for example, if it was Tottenham and he would get me an Expressions on the show, then I'd do that, because that would like be amazing. Like, that'd be great for content. People would enjoy that. I'd enjoy watching the game more because, like, you know, Expressions is my brother. Obviously, man like Tom Robbie as well, standard. Having a few drinks, chilling, do you know what I mean? I'd love to do that. But, like I said, would have to be the right game, definitely. But whenever the Don Robbie needs me, he knows, bruv. He knows. You done decent, to be fair? Yeah, we done alright. We done alright. Check the chat. Who's this? Don't tell me I've done that thing on Instagram where I've put the StreamYard link. Oh, I defo have. Yeah, I defo have. Fuck's sake. Someone just came into the chat, saying like, so basically what I've done like a swipe up on my Instagram. That's clearly I put the link for the StreamYard, which is the thing I'm using to live stream. And someone's just came in saying, check the chat, and then just left. Oh, so I've just took that down. So you had your chance to come in here if you haven't already, people. Do you know what I mean? You've had your fucking chance. I will read the chat in a second. I'm basically just trying to sort this out. I wonder how someone got into the chat there, mate. Expressions is only watching WWE. You know, you're damn right he is. He's not watching any Tottenham games anytime soon. 23 isn't an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment. There's 198 people in here, and we had to get 29 out of 26. To be fair, we actually got more like 26 out of 29, but still, we should have got every single one of them right, and I never saw one fucker say Matt Letizia. So that's all you. That's all on you. Do you hear what I'm saying, Redmond's Army? Do you know what I mean? I'm blaming yous today. Usually I blame myself. I'm blaming yous today. Do you know what I mean? I love you, Hammers. I love you more, lad. That's the thing. You say you love me. I love all yous well more. Like, the amount that yous all love me, yeah. I love you that much more. And that is no homo. And if you are homo, that is absolutely fine. Because the Redmond's Army accepts everyone for anything. Do you know what I mean, mate? So, homo or no homo, sweet. But I love yous no homo. I'm just clarifying, just in case there was any sort of misconception. Let me do a boomerang. Wham, wham, pam, your mum, yes. Wham, wham, pam, your ma'am, because her name is Zidane. Right. Get the swipe up on the swipe up, even though you swipe up, and I swipe up, even though I've got a swipe up. I might do it like a rap song or something like that. Like just like chatting about Liverpool being dead boss. Oh, ball into the box from Everton, free kick. Oh, Richarlison! Fucked it. Good chance for Richarlison. What did Sterling do? Did Sterling fuck up? Oh, did Sterling fuck up? Did Sterling fuck up? Nah, nah, what's my name? Oh, nah, nah, what's my name? I'm a female, so nameless. How was I supposed to know that? Literally, your name is nameless, anonymous. So how am I supposed to know that you're a female? Twitter has leaked your thing. Why is there's someone in my StreamYard thing right now, by the way? What the fuck? How is my StreamYard link not Twitter is leaked? Something. Oh, whoever this person is joining my StreamYard right now, you're fucking with me. Someone's joining me StreamYard, right? You get banned. No, I'm just gonna kick you. Kick Twitter has leaked your save yourself. Oh, mate, as if. Saeed is faster than Usain Bolt. Hey, him and Expressions might be having a boxing fight. I want to referee that. Saeed and Expression. Oh, we are. Here's the Sterling chance. Oh, good save from Vagina. Hey, he's right, Sterling. Took like a little bobble. But Vagina dealt with it well. Not bad. Probably the best chance of the game, to be dead honest with you. But like I said, though, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a Sterling goal that split this. Phil Foden hasn't really been as involved. Have they made any subs? Has anyone made any subs? Because I've been doing quizzes. Nah, that was a good save. Very good save. I want City to do the quadruple, the scenes. Why do you want them to do the quadruple? I swear you're an Arsenal fan or something, Danny. Unless I'm wrong. I swear you're an Arsenal fan, though. Why would you want City to win the quadruple? No, I don't want them to win the quadruple, but I think they could. I just don't want Everton to win this game. I don't want Everton to win a trophy. Like there's scousers that say, oh, it's good for the City. Like, fuck off. Liverpool have got enough trophies alone. That's good for the City. Do you think an English team will make the final of the Europa League or Champions League? I think, yeah, both. England is the most dominating league. It might not be the best tactically. It might not be the best in terms of talent, but in terms of all the money that's in the English league, it makes it the most competitive. It makes it the most dangerous. It makes it just the most interesting. And we should be getting to the finals. We should be getting further, and especially with Barcelona in disarray. Real Madrid aren't the same. Juventus aren't the same. It's more so like PSG that are okay. Bayern Munich are quality. Like, they could compete with anyone. But they're really the only ones. The person's back in my stream, but I am just going to ignore him now. But shout out to the person who keeps coming into this stream yard now. I don't know how you've got the link. Saeed is going to squash X, man. I don't know, don't underestimate X. I feel like he'll have a bit of speed about him. Do you know what I mean? A few of the shoulder rolls, do you get what I mean, mate? Like one of them ones, might catch him on the way in, but I don't know, mate. Saeed, if he throws one of them them haymakers, then you never know, people. It could be a dangerous one. It's Virginia. I'm not asked, it's Virginia for me. Until I hear the proper pronunciation of that name, I'm going to call him Virginia. James, your dream summer transfer window: Mbappe, Haaland, Neuer for a backup, Koulibaly, Ruben Diaz, and I'll make Koulibaly a backup because obviously Van Dijk starts every game. Did you only say Sam? Nah, he said dream summer transfer window. Gerrard in his prime, back again. I'm messing, but basically along them lines. I would definitely get Mbappe and Haaland if I could choose. If I could most certainly choose. Arteta should get 2 of the trophies if City do the quadruple. Arteta helped build that team. I mean, he could just try and win a fucking trophy at Arsenal, the team that he actually manages. But maybe I'm being a bit stupid. Maybe I'm being bonkers, mate. Do you know what I mean? Here comes Riyad Mahrez. This game has been fucking diabolical, hasn't it? This game has been fucking dreadful. There's been like 1 or 2 good chances. No team can open them up. By the way, I never looked before. Does this go to extra time or penalties? If it's 0-0. Oh! Forced to the goalkeeper. Richarlison nearly had a chance, though. Richarlison nearly had a chance. James, you're lagging, mate. Oh, am I? Is that my bum connection coming into service? Is that my bum connection coming into service? Let's hope. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. I hope that it fixes itself. But I'm sorry if it's one of them things. If Matip stays fit, he's our second best centre back, no joke. I feel like that's a fact. I feel like he's better than Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez is a very good centre back, but he needs more time to improve and become better. Playing around players like Van Dijk and Joel Matip is what's going to do it. Joel Matip is so underrated. And the reason why he's underrated is because he's just not available. He's not reliable. So when you're not reliable and you're not playing that often, people won't give you that respect. Like, there's many players like that, like Bailly. I think Matip is better than Eric Bailly, but Eric Bailly would be higher rated if he played more and if he was fit more. This game is dead. It's fucking boring. I feel like going a kip. I actually really do feel like going a kip. Weird fun fact, my teacher went to college with the City goalkeeper, University of Maryland. He's right. He's right. Did he get it on, yeah? Gonna say this now. Haaland hat-trick and Dortmund go through over City. Dortmund can beat City. Dortmund can beat City. Haaland can destroy that defence. If there's 2 strikers in world football right now that I would be so confident that would destroy that defence, would be Haaland and Lewandowski. They'd have a hard time. It wouldn't be an easy job. But if there was 2 who's most likely going to do it, bro, it's them. It's them. James, I'll 1v1 you on FIFA. I'll have to do that, I'll have to try and add a few people and like start doing like playing against you on Xbox, and we'll do it on YouTube. I reckon that'd be quality. What else could we do? We could start doing career modes, of course. Mate, do you know what? Like, I am going to try and find out in the next week how to use this game capture. I'll even try and look at a tutorial tonight and see if I can get it working. If I can, then we'll get started on that, man. We'll get started on that. Haaland is suspended for the first leg. Oh! As if. Is he? That's mad. That's insane. That could be a different story. That could be a massive game changer then. If he's banned for the first leg and he's not going to be playing, then where is Dortmund going to get their goals? Because Dortmund haven't been playing well this year. They're like 5th in the Bundesliga. People think Dortmund is like a great team. They're not doing great. Sancho's injured as well, isn't he? I don't know if he'll be back for that game. Oh, Foden. Oh! Ooh! Phil Foden, man. He is a baller. He is a fucking baller. Great chance. How far out was that as well? He's probably still been one of their brighter sparks, though, for City today. He's been doing all right cutting in on that left foot. Another good chance there. But again, just can't split open these 2 teams. Just cannot split open these 2 teams. They have 26% possession, but also almost the same shots. Everton done that against Liverpool, if you remember correctly, David. Like, we dominated possession, but they had more or near enough the equal amount of chances, and they scored more than us. So they're a clinical team. They are very clinical. James, you're a great YouTuber. Shout out to yourself, Jacob. I appreciate that, my mate. By the way, people, and I don't know if I saw. Nah, I think I missed it. Oh, yeah, wait there. Khaled sent a super chat. Me and you were friends until you mentioned Haaland. Khaled, what you mean, man? Haaland's a baller. Haaland is a baller. And I'm sorry that I missed that. I nearly missed that super chat. I nearly missed that super chat. Yeah, no one's let me know about whether or not this is going to the quarterfinals or penalties? Can someone let me know in the chat, if possible, if this is going to quarterfinals or penalties? Because this could be a long night, people. This could be a long, long night. Tonight's gonna be a long night. Tonight's gonna be a long... Who do you reckon's a better singer, me or Expression? Tonight's gonna be a long, long night. I feel it. Ooh, ooh. Tonight's gonna be a long night. Was there a chance there for Andre Gomez? Corner went in. Andre Gomez with the shot. Oh! Andre Gomez giving it a go. Does it go to extra time? Yeah, fair enough. It's not going to penalties, fair play. Welford, shout out to yourself. People, go subscribe to Welford if you haven't already. Phenomenal YouTube channel. James, do you think Mane has been overrated for a while because most people think he's better than Salah? Yeah. There's people who still rate Mane higher than what they should at the moment. But also there's people who are more harsh on Mane than what they should be. Do you get what I'm saying? It's one of them things. Singing isn't for Expressions. That's our ass. That's our ass. James, will Liverpool beat Arsenal again? That's our first game back, isn't it? I don't know. I think that really depends. Are you ready for a Michael Owen statement on what Arsenal and what Liverpool turn up at the end of the day? I feel like if we're kind of like 50% and they just go full throttle, then yeah, they can most certainly beat us. But if we're on our game 70%, I feel like that we'll get at least a draw. It depends how we turn up, really. But Arsenal have been playing well in certain games. Oh, Richarlison tried to put a ball in. But City get it out. 70 minutes in and fuck all's happened. And it's going to extra time. We might have to watch another half an hour of this shit. But penalties will be exciting though, at least. I like watching penalties. Who do you reckon's been the man of the match so far? I'm very interested to hear what you've got to say on that. Ooh, do you think that was a handball? The cross that Richarlison put in? Because Ruben Diaz's hands was kind of like that. There was not really much he could have really done. I don't think it was a handball. But I can understand why they'd ask for it. Alan, the ref, Ben Godfrey. Ben Godfrey's been solid. It's actually probably criminal that he hasn't gone above Eric Dyer or Tyrone Mings to the World Cup qualifiers, because he's had a great season. He's had a very good season, Ben Godfrey. Probably their best defender. Michael Keane as well. Another player who's had a good season and should really be going to these qualifiers. All played short for City. Oh, Zinchenko went for a little shot outside of the box. Watching from California, man. Much love. Shout out to yourself, 415 Gaming. Oh, no, not gaming. Probably one of Everton's defenders of their goalkeeper, Vagina. Yeah, United. Vagina's it's done his job well. He's done his... I know his name's Virginia, and it's not funny no more. I'm going to stop calling him that. Who's your favourite Liverpool player of this season? I say things, right, that like I chuckle to myself, but I know no one else will find funny. But that's like the glory. That's what you sign up for if you choose to watch these streams, basically. You know what I mean? So I do apologise, but it is one of them things. Anyone else thinking about falling the kip off this game? Favourite player this season? Fabinho. Gomez conceded the penalty with a similar handball against De Bruyne. But the thing is, though, they keep changing the handball rules every week, and this is what I don't fucking get and what really frustrates me about these handball rules. It's one of them things where 1 week, if it taps your hand, then it's a guaranteed handball, but then a week later, they've changed it to where, oh no, now it's got to be intentional. Like, if that's the way you want to go, that's sound, but stick to that, because they've done that before, and they've switched, and they've just kept fucking flip-flopping between the choice that they want to make. So, I don't think it makes no sense, the handball rule, and everything about the FA officiating. It's all bollocks. It's all absolute bollocks. Troy says, what channel is the match on? Well, it's on BT. I'm watching it on the app, which makes it behind. Just get shit together, BT. Watching from Dubai, brother. Is right, Amged. Appreciate that, man. That's quality. Konza is another centre-back that should have gone. I rate him. Liverpool should be getting him. Konza's been doing bits for Aston Villa this season. Looks like a very good centre-back. Very, very good centre-back. He's been like outperforming Mings, hasn't he? From what I've heard. I might be wrong, though. Here's Sigurdsson on the edge of the box. Oh, mate, this game is boring. It's boring. It's going to get interesting, though, because both of these teams need to win this game. That's the thing. It's a very big game for both sides. Even though City win it every year, they want to go for that quadruple. They proper want to go for that quadruple. Everton are lucky Marines didn't get through. I know, yeah, they wouldn't be the biggest team in Merseyside in the FA Cup. They're not a messing. I'm only joking, man. Before all the Everton fans come in the chat and be like, you know, James, you fucking prick, man. Even though they're not from Newcastle. But it is what it is. Khaled, shout out to yourself. I have ICA CFC v LFC and MC v FCB semi-final. What do you think? I think we'll probably get... Yeah, us and Chelsea, I think, will most likely go through. Can't write off Real Madrid, but I do think we will actually beat them. And then Manchester City and Bayern Munich could be the case. And I sign up for it, my friends. I'd be up for that all day long. I'd love that with all of my being. Let me know who you think's going to go through, people. Bayern Munich have got PSG. I think Bayern Munich are going to win that game. Man City have got Dortmund. I think City are going to win that game fairly comfortably. We've got Real Madrid. That's going to be very close, but I do feel like we'll edge it just because it's two legs. And then I'm missing a game as well, aren't I? Chelsea and Porto. Chelsea will win that, but don't underestimate Porto because Porto have been smashing it. But also, you should be smashing the likes if you haven't already. I've properly enjoyed this stream though, people. It's right, man. Real Madrid need to watch out for Salah's other arm. I know, yeah, Imran in it. I know, and that's another thing that I kind of like about this fixture between us and Real Madrid. There's storylines to it, and in football, I very much like storylines. I love them. Why has Andre Gomez just got yellow carded? Andre Gomez just looks like Jesus, doesn't he? Looks like Jesus reincarnated. He's a very good player though, Andre Gomez as well. I rate him very highly, to be fair. Solid player, solid midfielder. Smash the likes and subscribe, energy. What's a Marine? How dare you, nameless? How dare you? What a Marine? Zanos says, you see how Man City get a hard team in the cup and now they're struggling. I just love it. Facts. The conspiracy. Hey, listen, the conspiracy theorists are going to be like, I told you so. Imagine if Man City don't go through today and they get knocked out of the Champions League, even though they've smashed it in the league. Is that a sackable offence if they don't win the Champions League again? And I know they won't, but is it a sackable offence? And if I was a City fan, I wouldn't want Pep Guardiola getting sacked, but is it a sackable offence? Because you should have won a Champions League by now. You just should have. Watching Painter Eye or watching this game? Very good question, I'm not going to lie. Painter Eye would be very satisfying in this moment because from watching this game, it's been shite. It weren't a great game to choose. Would you like, by the way, people, I know today's game's been boring, but would you like to see a watch-along to the United game versus Leicester tomorrow? If so, spam the chat, yes or no. I'm giving you permission to spam. Only this once, but yes or no, whether you'd like to see that tomorrow. We've also got a football round up at 1 o'clock on Monday with the lads, and then obviously the LFC talk show as well with Nick, Darren, Conroy. Gonna be a good show, man. Gonna be a good show. Gonna be a good week of content. Yeah, everyone's saying, yeah, why not? That's the way I think of it, Sophia. Why the fuck not, man? It's more of a chance to stream, more of a chance to chat shit, and it's another game of football. That could or could not be interesting. We don't know. Karim Benzema is the most underrated player in the world. Discuss. Right, chat. Discuss between yourselves. Karim Benzema. Get a few points in the chat. And we'll get this to be a proper discussion. I don't know if he's the most underrated, but I do feel like you can put him up there. I'll wait for a few people to get their conclusions in first, because that's actually a very interesting debate. I'm going to actually ask him. I might even talk about that on the Footy Roundup show. on Monday with the lads. But I'll talk about it now as well. Just writing that down in my notes so I'll remember it. Karim Benzema, underrated. Because I like to write down topics and all that for shows, just to kind of keep it fresh in the mind in case, you need things to bounce along and whatnot. Right, so let me read a few of these comments. So, bit of a mixed response. Hell no, Isaac says Zanos, but then Amged says Benzema is so underrated. He's one of the one player that can knock us out of the Champions League. Woodboy says everyone saying is underrated makes him not underrated. Very good point there. Very good point. If everyone's echoing, Benzema's underrated, people do it like James Milner. I remember everyone was saying at one point, James Milner is underrated. And I went, as much as I love to hear that, it actually means he's not underrated because you all keep talking about how good he is. So, he's getting the respect that he deserves. And you're only underrated when you do not get the respect that you deserve. Benzema gets a lot of respect, especially recently with players like Ronaldo leaving, Bale leaving. He's more of the main man. He's very underrated, but if we're too careful, he could become overrated. True. Lewandowski is easy, more underrated. I don't think Lewandowski's underrated, but I don't think he's overrated. I think he's fairly rated. When you're a player that good, you can talk about him however which way you want. He's carrying Real on his back. Now, this is where I want to intercept from Diego's point. Very good. Sterling's going off the pitch for De Bruyne, by the way. This could be a game changer. This game needs a De Bruyne. But I'm going to intercept here, Diego, and jump in on this debate if the Redmond army don't mind. So, he's carrying Real on his back. That's true. I don't know how many goals he's got. If someone could maybe let me know the stats of his goals and assists, that'd be great. That being said, goals and assists don't even matter. I've watched Real a select few times, not often, but a select few times this season, and you can see they contribute a lot of their style of play towards him. Because even though they've got good young players, they've got Rodrigo, they've got Vinicius Jr., they've got players who can create, even within the squad, like Vasquez is a good squad depth player. It's just not the same as what it's been in recent years. Here's Phil Foden. Oh, well done, Ben Godfrey. Absolutely smashed it there, mate. He's such a good centre-back. But yeah, here's the thing about Benzema. Whatever success Real Madrid, whether it's the league or the Champions League, whatever success they get this season, Benzema will probably be one of the more, if not the most integral part to that success. That's how good of a player Benzema is. And I feel like he does not get the respect he deserves because he is actually one of the best strikers in Europe. And I don't think he gets talked about in that conversation. So I actually think he is underrated myself. Even though people have started clocking on, I still don't feel people know just how clear Benzema is. And you've got to bear in mind, my man has been not talked about since 2009. Even if people did start rating him now, you should have started doing it a long time ago, mate. Like, as a player, he is just a proper striker. Proper striker. He might not always establish, elite level numbers like a Ronaldo and that, but he's very good at what he needs to do. He's like Chris Jericho. I'm the best in the world at what I do, motherfuckers. Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne. This game needed a Kevin De Bruyne. No doubt about it. Seamus Coleman. I remember I used to hear that song all the time in school. 60 grand, Seamus Coleman. Oh, mate, I fucking hated it, bruv. Fucking hated it. Guess what, though? We got Trent for free. You know what I mean? We got Trent for free. Nah, that's a steal and a half. Seamus Coleman, Everton legend. No doubt about it. I feel like even Everton fans will jump on that choo-choo train. If there is any Everton fans in the chat, though, what are you making of this game? You should be happy. As a neutral, it's boring as fuck, but you should be happy. 0-0, 81 minutes in. Like, I think if you said to an Everton fan before this game, I'll get, bite my hands off for a 0-0, they bite your hands off. So they're doing well, in my opinion. I'd be happy. Even though it's boring, I'd be happy. Lol, Evertonians actually sung that. Yeah. Yeah, 60 grand, 60 grand. Seamus Coleman. Oh, Foden. Ooh! Vagina with another good save. I know I said I'd stop it, but I didn't want to. I know I said I'd stop it, but I just didn't want to. I might do another fucking quiz, man. This is dead. This game is dead. I'm happy we've not conceded. This is a Carlo type of game. Make them work for it and then hit them on the counter when they're not expecting it. No. It's what I said before the game. Carlo Ancelotti, he does not mind setting up defensively. Carlo Ancelotti will be having the absolute most Italian wank off this performance. Simply for the fact this is what he loves. He loves the team that just sits back. They just absorb the pressure. And that's why Everton could win this game. Everton could win this game. It's the difference of what a world-class manager can do. And Carlo, even though he plays not the most exciting, most expansive style of football all the time, he's got a very good, solid setup there. And when you've got a setup, you can beat anyone. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Big game for Everton. Maybe they can create something. Do you get what I mean? Oh, free kick. Oh, great save from Vagina. Oh, De Bruyne. Man, like De Bruyne with it. No, not De Bruyne. Gundogan with another goal. He's right, Gundogan, lad. What a little Tarvan header for the fella. But what was that first shot, though, that Vagina saved? What a save. Onto the bar. Falls back out to Gundogan. And it's 1-0 to Manchester City. Shit, man. Shit, bro. Let's have a look at this. So Ruben Diaz carries it out from the back, as he always does. Pass to De Bruyne. Could have shouted for a free kick. Was that Diaz who shot, or Laporte? Laporte with the shot. On his right foot as well, by the way. Vagina saves it onto the bar, and then Gundogan with just a fucking... That's one that Phelps would be proud of, mate. Fair play. You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it. Got to respect it. I feel like that's game over. I feel like I can now clearly say that is game over. You haven't won a trophy. You haven't won a trophy. You haven't won a trophy since 1995. And I know that I'm a dickhead because Everton could still get into this game, but I don't care, mate. They're not going to. Game over. Game, set, match, motherfuckers. Yes, Everton going out. I'm sorry, Everton fans. I'm sure I'm not. I'm really not. You got further than us. So there you go. You can fucking... You're having a wank over there. Do you get what I mean? Everton have played well, though. That's just not ideal. 5 minutes to go as well. That's not what they needed. But that's the thing with City, man. They can get a goal out of nowhere. Gundogan's a proper poach. Because the thing is, Ilkay Gundogan has been doing this for years, but he just hasn't been getting the numbers. Now that he's getting the numbers, it's going to really put him in a conversation that you probably would have never thought he'd be a part of. And not based on his ability, but based on the fact that it's usually the players who get the numbers, who get the most recognition. Gundogan's getting that now. And I still don't feel like people are talking about him as much as they should be. But you should have knew Everton weren't going to win this game. They just don't win trophies. They don't win trophies. Like... And I'm not even trying to be a prick now. Like, it's one of them things where you can change the manager all you want, but how long's Carlo? But this is his first full season. You're not winning fuck all with Everton in your first full season. You need to have more time. This club, I am telling you now, if you met an Everton fan 2 years ago, which you wouldn't have because they were all hiding, all you would have met is someone who probably looked like they've had a life of torment. That's all Everton fans can really say. Mate, the amount of Everton fans that I forgot that I had as mates, when they beat us in the derby, it was unreal. It all came hard now to the shells, you know what I mean? But Everton don't win trophies. It's not what they do. It's not what they do. It's not in their DNA. They done it once upon a time, but their time's done. Your time is up, my time is now. No, the difference is their time's been up for time. And I mean for a long ass time. turning this rubbish off. Oh, yeah, United fans will be fuming as well. United fans would have been watching this game with one eye. Oh, we are. Everton have got an attack, though. Oh! Cleared by Zinchenko. This is going to be an interesting final 3 minutes now. I want to give this a watch. Little link-up play there between Gabriel Jesus and De Bruyne out wide to Foden. Foden puts the ball into the box. Ooh! Dealt with. Everton defending well. See, the thing is, Everton have defended well this game. You've got to give that to them. They've defended very, very well. But it's just one of them things where they haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net. And how many teams do against Man City? Not many. So you can't really say they've been shit. They've done well today, Everton, to be fair to them. But they're not winning a trophy. They're not going to be winning a trophy. You could be a 26-year-old Everton fan and have never seen your team win a trophy. It's horrible, innit? It's heavy, innit? 20 whole 6 years. 26 years. And you haven't won a trophy. Just think of all the legends that they've had. They've had Mikel Arteta, had Tim Cahill, David Moyes. He's a world-class manager. Best manager to ever come out of Scotland, besides Kenny Dalglish and Sir Alex, of course. But still, though, he's up there. In fact, he's better than them. He's better than them. And they haven't won a trophy. Got James Rodriguez, Charlison, man like Ben Godfrey. Still haven't won a trophy. Oh, and City have got a chance. De Bruyne takes it on instead, and Jesus leaves his shot. 2-0. Game over. Finito. And that is why De Bruyne needed to come on the fucking pitch. That is why. What the fuck are you saying, Yerry Mina? Why is he fuming? Listen, you've just been butted. You just got absolutely dealt with like there was no tomorrow, my mate. Referee, tell him to do one. Tell him to do one. Go and walk the dogs, Yerry. Go and walk the dogs. Because that's what Kevin has just made you. He was walking you like a dog. Oh, that would behave yourself. There was nothing wrong with that. That weren't a high foot. It barely went past your bollocks. It barely went past his fucking testicles, and you're telling me that's a high foot. That's 2-0 and it's game over. Game over. Finito. Don't give two shiny shites. Well done to City. They're going to win the FA Cup for the 5th millionth time running. Now, Arsenal fans say this is their trophy. Ain't no more, man. Ain't no more, man. By the way, if anyone actually thought I was being serious when I said David Moyes was the greatest manager of all time, then clearly you don't get my sense of humour by now. Which is absolutely fair, because not many people do. But that is 2-0, game over. It was game over after 1-0, and I knew that. You're damn right I knew that. De Bruyne was what this game needed, because before that, this game was nothing. This game was nothing. But just to clarify, Leicester Man United tomorrow, you're up for it? Because I will do it if you are. If you're definitely up for being here, then we will. We'll do a little Man United Leicester Watchalong. Is that on BT? I'll have to do... Do you know what I might do? Let me know in the chat as well. Do you want me to do a UFC Watchalong to the UFC 261? There's 3 title fights on that card, so that'll be brilliant. But I might do. Yep, Kevin De Bruyne scored, and who scored before that? Gundogan. But De Bruyne made the biggest impact when he came on. Not going to lie to you. Is it on BBC? Is it? Mad. Sweet then. Oh, that sounds. UFC, yes. I'm not going to lie, I go crazy when I'm watching the UFC. Like, I probably do, like, besides watching Liverpool, I probably do like watching UFC more than football. Just more action-packed. But I like watching both, because even when it's not the most entertaining game, I can still get a lot of that. Oh, Phil Foden! Oh, vagina saves you from being 3. But nah. Like, I like watching a football game when it's a bit more technical, but this game was just a bit slow-paced. That's all it was. Wasn't that end-to-end. But it's what happens when you've got 2 good teams that are set up well. But nah, people, these watch-alongs are the one. I've enjoyed this watch-along. Now, I can go to sleep knowing that work's done, even though it didn't feel like work. And I might, you know what, I might even go for a run. Oh, another chance here for City. Oh, Fernandinho just scuffs it wide. Little left foot shot there. Having a little smirk as well with the lads. Might as well go for it. Do you remember when we were beating Everton 4-0? I think it was 16-17. It was the game when Divock Origi went off injured, but we were winning 4-0, and Lucas Leiva just shot it from about 40 yards, and Jurgen Klopp was pissing himself. That was one of the best moments of my life. I was at that game, and mate, that was genuinely, like, I was laughing when I was in the stadium, so when I saw the clip back, I was just absolutely buzzing. I was just like, that's unbelievable. It's going to be a sick one indeed. I'm assuming you're talking about the UFC there, Nick, but nah, facts. But nah, if I'm not doing nothing, I will definitely do a watch along to the United Leicester game tomorrow. That'll be a good one, man. Little City. In the words of Andy Tate. Well, that's full time, people. Full time. Manchester City 2. Everton 0. Man City advance to the next round. And they do it in style. Well, Kevin De Bruyne does it in style. That game was boring, mate. Shout out to Niven Shetty. There you go. Shout out to yourself. I thought that might have been a butchered name, but didn't sound like it. Smallest team in Manchester versus smallest team in Liverpool. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously based on fans, but based on success in recent years. Man United are the smallest team in Manchester. But I'm just saying. I'm only messing. Being a troll now, do you know what I mean? But nah, people, that was a belter stream, that. Shout out to everyone who stayed. We maintained around 200 people throughout the stream, which was much more than what I actually thought was going to be the case. So shout out to everyone who was in the stream. Really enjoyed it. It was a good show. Shout out to all the mods who always do a marvellous job. Shout out to the chat, just in general. Generally, like, that would have been the most boring game ever. The most horrible 2 hours and 9 minutes of my life if you didn't all interact in the chat. So I do appreciate everyone who joins. I do appreciate everyone who liked. And if you haven't already, subscribe, become a member of the Redmond Army. And yeah, people, have a good one. I'll see you later. Peace.